I can remember going and starting my first business in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I got on a radio show, and this person, it was a shock radio show, and I didn't know it. And they started attacking me and saying I'm a liar and a charlatan. You can't do these things. And this therapist called me up and said, you know what, I've dealt with people forever. You can't wipe out a phobia in less than an hour. It can take 7 years. I have a patient right now I've worked with for 7 years and I've been able to solve this. And I said, great, bring that patient tonight. I'm doing a free guest event at the Holiday Inn and I'll take care of that. It should take me 10 or 15 minutes. Right? and
you
so
do it?
I did it. And I was able to do it. I wrapped a snake around this woman. She had a snake phobia. Phobia is an uncontrollable response. So because of that, I had people coming to these guest events like crazy. And I thought I hit the home run, right? And I did this big guest event. There was like 1,000 people there, which for me would be like, I don't know, 100,000 people in an event right now. And after I was done, a bunch of people signed up for my seminar because I did a free value-add event, and then I would invite them to come spend 3 days with me. And this man walks up to me, and he's from immigration. He goes, a great seminar. He goes, I'd like to see your work permit. I said, what's a work permit, right? You know, when you're in beginning business, you don't know these things, right? He goes, well, to work in this country, you need a work permit. And he said, I'll tell you what, I got to see you tomorrow at 5:30. I was, well, my seminar starts at 7. He goes, you'll be fine. Just, you got to be there at 5:30. He said, I'm not asking, it's a requirement. So I show up at 5:30. I wait for half an hour. Now I'm starting to stress. And finally I sit down with a guy and he says, you're taking away Canadian jobs. I said, how many Canadian firewalkers are there? Come on, that's what I was doing those days. And he said, no, you teach NLP skills, neurolinguistic programming, and these people have classes of 20 people and you got a class of 500. And so they say you're taking jobs, so your event is over. So what do you mean your event's over? He goes, if you walk on that stage tonight, we will handcuff you and deport you. This is what I call a threshold of control. He says, you're going to have to give the money back. I said, I can't get the money back. I spent all the money to put on the seminar. I wasn't a good businessman. I just wanted to help everybody, right? So I spent all the money to do it. And he goes, you have no money? Well, you're going to have to deal with that. So I walked out of the building. I have 40 minutes. People are going to arrive. I can't go on stage. What do you do? I told my 3 staff members, 2 of which were volunteers, what happened. They're like, and I said, here's what we're doing. I'm doing this seminar. And they said, you're going to go to jail. I said, I'm not going to jail. I said, how close is the border? True story. And they said, well, this place called Bellingham, Washington, it's about an hour and 40 minutes. I said, rent me 6 buses and I'll meet the people out front before they go in the hotels. It's not a problem. I met everybody up front. They said, this is a traveling seminar. It's a surprise, right?
We're going to Bellingham.
We're going to America. And it was a 3-day seminar. We had to go and come back each day and night for 3 days in a row. I got all but 4 people to agree to do it. And then I got to Bellingham, Washington at the Holiday Inn there, and there was like a bar mitzvah or a wedding or some stuff next door, and it was so loud you couldn't hear anybody. And so I said, just lie on the floor, close your eyes, I'm gonna hypnotize you into this shit, right? You know? But so what happened was you learn how to get through that, right? And we learn how to be resourceful. When you realize that your problem is not a lack of resources, it's not a lack of money or technology or contacts, it's not. It's your psychology. Because the ultimate resource is resourcefulness. And human emotion, that's what starts wars, that's what makes a business begin, that's how you have children, that's how we end wars, it's all emotion.
היי חברים, מה העניינים? אני מקווה שנהנתם מהסרטון הזה. לי קוראים מיכאל ואני מיכאל מלמדו ואני חלק מהצוות של חברת בי, קהילת ההתפתחות האישית בישראל. ומה שאנחנו עושים למעשה, אנחנו מנגישים כל מיני חומרים, אם זה של מנטורים, אם זה סרטוני השראה, וגם הרבה חומרים של טוני רובינס, מנגישים אותם לקהל הישראלי, מתרגמים את הסרטונים, עושים כל מיני עריכות, מוצאים את החומרים באמת הכי טובים שיש, ולמעשה חלק מהפעילות שלנו, אנחנו עושים גם מאסטר מיינדים, סדנאות, קורסים, כל מיני דברים בארץ, ומוציאים משלחות גם לסמינרים של טוני רובינס, מוציאים משלחות ישראליות, מייצרים איזושהי חבילה ישראלית, ואני לא יודע אם אתם צופים בסרטון הזה באיזשהו דף נחיתה, ככה שתוכלו לגלול למטה ולהסתכל ולקרוא כל מיני פרטים על המשלחת, או שאתם צופים בזה ביוטיוב ותוכלו להסתכל בתיאור על כל מיני לינקים למדריכים שאנחנו עושים, לתכנים שאנחנו מתרגמים, וגם לינק לדף נחיתה למשלחת עצמה. אני מזמין אתכם להיכנס ולבחון, אולי גם אתם תיסעו השנה לטוני רובינס. שמח שהייתם איתנו בסרטון הזה וניפגש בסרטונים הבאים.